I'm Mikel Troitiño, and I'm Haritz Larrañaga. We teach at the Zarauzko Surf School. In the previous initiation course of learning how to catch waves, we went through the basics of beginning to surf. We learned how to define a proper break for learning purposes. We saw how to use the material, and we went through this from paddling the board, catching whitewater waves, and standing up on the board. In this next course, we will continue to progress, taking a look at the necessary ingredients to be able to perform basic maneuvers, such as bottom turns, snaps, cutbacks, and use the power of the wave to our fullest advantage. Always remember that surfing, like any water sport, should never be practiced alone, and that proper safety measures, explained in the previous course, should always be taken. Two basic areas of temperature depending on solar radiation received, the poles and the equator. The rotation of the Earth makes the air masses in the atmosphere move quicker at the equator than at the poles, known as the Coriolis effect. These factors, as well as the differences in density and pressure of the air masses, tend to balance the atmosphere, creating low pressure systems, hot air, and high pressure systems, cold air, therefore creating wind and, as it blows across the water, consequently forming waves. A basic kick turn simulates shifting your weight from front to back foot. Zigzagging teaches the same thing, but from rail to rail. At rock or reef bottom breaks, the most dangerous zones are often getting in and out of the water. Due to the change in tides, these areas can become more or less dangerous in a matter of minutes. If you jump from the rocks into the water, it should be done in an area where there is no white water. The most common accident in surfing is crashing into another surfer or getting hit by a surfboard. The rules of preference on a wave will mainly help. Is made of a very light polyurethane foam. Running down the middle of the foam is a wooden strip, the stringer, to give more strength to the board. The outside of the foam is covered with fiberglass and resin to make it more durable. Feet. The objective of this board is to use the power of the wave to the fullest and convert it into speed. This allows you, through a series of radical turns, to absorb the fluid energy according to how the wave develops. To achieve this goal, surfing is a sport in which you must be able to make decisions quickly and independently, and which will have great influence on your surfing. All of your progress is gained by you and yourself alone, making it that much more. The duck dive is a move that allows you to get through the oncoming white water of a wave while you're paddling back out. It allows you to get pushed back towards the shore. Paddle hard. Hands on the rail next to chest. Sink the board and push the tail with your foot. Come up and keep paddling. With your feet in the same position you used to stand up on the board, make sure your knees are bent inward a touch. Your back knee pointing a little towards the nose and keeping your weight over the middle of the board. With your arms, you should form a croissant, which we will refer to often, meaning having your arms curved around the shoulders to be ready to use as you start to perform any maneuver, going either to the left or to the right. The more flexibility. Before taking a look at basic maneuvers, we will look at some moves that are used to connect two maneuvers. These are used to maintain or gain speed, usually in irregular or messy surf. The bottom turn is a maneuver which is performed just after standing up on your board and after the takeoff, or to perform more radical maneuvers by moving ahead of the wave. Lean towards the face of the wave and rotate your shoulders slightly. Lean toward the wave. Touch the water with your hand. Weight on the rail. Keep an eye on your next move. To do a snap, you first need to do a slightly open bottom. Riding the tube allows you to enter into the deepest part of the wave as it surrounds you with the maximum verticality and power of the wave. Performing this maneuver, you are challenging the wave in its darkest and most critical place. When it is done correctly, frontside tubes. Touch the water with your hand. Stay crouched. Lean forward. Place the board diagonally on the wave. Backside tubes. Grab the rail with your hand. Back knee towards the nose. Shoulders and weight forward. Place the board diagonally on the wave. Where one surfer might prefer to do a re-entry, another might prefer to drive down the face of the wave into a cutback. Depending on your personal reading of the wave, the choice of a move is up to the surfer.